Hey, what's up and good morning, everybody. Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now I'm covering the front 9 holes of the Thanksgiving Tournament Rookie Division final round. So, I know that I said that I wasn't going to post any content for the final round, but I really hate to disappoint people. For some reason, I woke up around 4 a.m. this morning, and I just couldn't go back to sleep. So I figured, well, why not? I'll just go ahead and hop in, and I'll make some content and see what I can do. Now, I do have to leave for work shortly, so I will post the rest of Rookie, but it's going to be much later than usual. So just bear with me. If you're patient, I'm going to do the best that I can to dial in the shots to help you bring home a gold banner. You can see here a minus 16 on the front 9. We'll take that all day, and that will put us in contention to hopefully try to pick up a banner on this tournament. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. And secondly, if you like my content, please thumbs up the video before you leave. Let's go to hole number 1. Hole number 1, there's nothing new here. We're just playing this one 20% at max distance of our club. We're going to apply our spins here. You're going to notice I go 2 bars of side spin to the right, combined with 4 top. I put my yellow ring right there on the rough line where the fairway indents. I make my pull for the wind, and then I just take my shot. You're going to notice here the curl, left edge of the ball touching the inside of the blue adjustment zone there. Hit a perfect ball, just a little bit of OP, that's it. This ball is going to shoot up the fairway very nicely, leaving us for an easy chip in for shot number 2. Full top spin on the second shot. I just simply offset my ball guideline here in the cup to the right-hand side of the flagstick. Here, if we hit perfect, we can even get away with minor greats, and the ball will go into the hole to pick up that eagle there on hole number 1. Now, we're going to go to hole number 2. Hole number 2, I do have a hole-in-one to show you. The shot is playing pretty darn consistent as well, so we're going to go ahead and apply our spins first. 5 back, 1 bar of side spin to the right. And take notice here of where I am aiming with my ball guideline. A little bit different here on this hole. I am aiming directly in the middle of the cup. You'll see here I make my pull. Hit a perfect ball. And this thing does bounce and roll very nicely into the cup for a challenging hole-in-one there on hole number 2. I don't think a lot of opponents are going to pick it up, so if you drop that one, you're going to be ahead of the field. This will take us to hole number 3. We're going to just play this one at 0% at max on the drive. We apply our spins, 6 bars of top spin, 3 bars of side spin to the right. 6 bars of top spin is the max that I want you to play with this. Here, again, we're not doing anything differently. We're just playing the shot the same way we have all tournament. We're using curl until our ball is fully outside the blue adjustment zone. And then we hit a perfect shot, and we don't have to overpower this shot at all. This is pretty much a normal power shot. Ball rolls up the fairway very nicely. Now, the only thing that I don't like here about what happened to me, and this isn't going to happen all the time, I did get caught in between clubs. So I did have to scramble to pick up this albatross. But it just shows you that the shot plays pretty consistent. You're going to be minus 10% on the shot. Just depending on your club and distance, you're going to need to determine where are you at. Are you at minimum, mid, or max? Of course, here I decided to go ahead and play the shot with my thorn. I did try to play it with my Goliath, as you're going to see here. But you're going to notice when I go to pull my rings that I'm not able to do so. I'm going to switch back to the thorn. And that's because I get caught in between clubs. That's the first time this has happened to me in this tournament. You see there, it switched to the thorn. So now with less than half a shot clock left, I have to go ahead and attempt to switch this shot entirely. But I do. So I do pull this one minus 10% at maximum distance of my thorn. You see here, I do hit a perfect ball. And I get this one to barely squeak into the right-hand side for the albatross. So, I'll take it. It wasn't the prettiest of shots, but at least it was picked up in the final round. Takes us to hole number 4. Hole number 4, I picked up this shot, hole-in-one on both of my accounts. All you're going to do is set your spins first. You're going to set it at 5 bars of backspin, and then you're going to see here exactly where I am looking to aim as I do zoom in to give you a good look of where my ball guideline is. So you should be able to see it really well right here. Basically, I'm aiming directly at the center of the pin, and you can see here that the very tip of my ball guideline is just aiming at the top part of that dark green square. After that, we're going to adjust for the wind. Again, I was 2 for 2 with perfect shots on this one. This one is 3.9 mile per hour, which is going to be on the higher scale for a Navigator ball in Rookie Division. I also made this at 2.7 mile per hour wind. So it's always nice when you get a wide wind variance like that and you make both shots. It just shows that the shot is consistent. This will take us on to hole number 5, which is probably the most challenging par 5 on this course, but the good news is we get great wind here. Just go ahead and apply your spins, 3 bars of side spin to the left, combined with 4.5 bars of top spin. You can move your target over to the yellow ring is touching the rough there. Then you can adjust for the wind. And then here we're going to use a little bit of curl. We're going to use curl until the left side of our ball is covering up the blue adjustment zone on the left-hand side. Always remember on this hole, the biggest trick to it is to get up on the fairway here, but most importantly to get as left hand to the rough as possible. So the closer you are to the rough, the easier you're going to make shot number 2 on yourself. Shot number 2, I played 10% at max. I do think here on this shot, I did get a little bit unlucky with the rollouts. Now I'm still definitely on the green for an easy putt in for the eagle. This is already a difficult albatross as it is, but you can see here that I do have a good opportunity to line this one up. I make my adjustment 10% at max. Here you see we hit a perfect ball. We get the one bounce, and we hit the rough, and we just kind of die here on the green. So again, a little bit unlucky of a rollout. Did pick up the albatross on the opening round with a similar shot. So, you know, maybe you'll get lucky and hit it, but there is a great way to pick up an eagle on the most challenging par 5 on this course. This takes us to hole number 6, and finally pick up an eagle here to show you. 3 bars of backspin to the left, 3 bars of side spin to the left, and 3 bars of backspin, I should say. Here I move my yellow ring over here touching the left-hand side of the rough. I do back this up to the plus 8 yard mark with an extra mile level 8. You do want to take a little bit of the plus yardage off of this shot because of the tailwind. You don't want to accidentally roll into the rough. That is why we are using 3 bars of backspin on this shot. No curl. I do pick up the eagle here in practice mode, and wouldn't you know it, when I go to play the real mode on both of my accounts, I hit a great shot on shot number 2, which caused me to not pick it up. And wait a minute, where is the eagle? There it is. Okay. Now, I did play this one 0% at mid. I have been playing at minus elevation the entire tournament, but for some reason on this shot right here, the small decimals do make a difference. 0% at mid. You can apply your spins first. We're going to go 2 bars of top spin, and you're going to notice here about, what would you call that, 0.2 bars of side spin to the left. And notice where I'm aiming. I'm aiming directly to the left-hand side of the flagstick. Just a very, very minor offset. I do pull over the bullseye, so I did pull over the bullseye. That will be important to note here. And then we hit a perfect ball. And I'm just happy to get you a replay to show you a dead center eagle there. On, again, another tougher drop. You're not going to see many opponents at all pick up the eagle there on number 6. Takes us here to hole number 7. This one we're getting tailwind with a little bit of push from left to right. Go ahead and set your spins first, 2.8. And you're going to notice here where I'm trying to aim, you're going to notice my yellow ring is up on the rough line. But more importantly, I'm looking for the green squares. That's what I'm looking at. Here's a great reference point. You can see here that my very end of my ball guideline is in the top left-hand corner of that light green square. So you see that? Top left-hand corner, light green square. That's where I'm aiming here. you're going to notice I make my adjustment, and then you need to see where the ball comes in at. The good news is with the backspin, we do have perfect speed to pin. So if we make a small adjustment here, we might be able to pick up the hole-in-one. We know we don't need to change the spins because look at that, the speed is great. We just burned the right edge of the cup. All we need to do is take that landing position. Again, I was aiming in the bottom left-hand corner. Or wait a minute, was it the bottom or the top? I already forgot. Let's take a look. I always zoom in so you can get a good look. Okay, yeah. I was aiming at the top left-hand corner of that dark green square, or the light green square. Come on, get it together, Dave. We might just want to move this over to aim in the top right-hand corner of the dark green square, so just a little bit to the left of where I'm aiming. All right, hole number 8. This is a no moving target drive. We're just going to go 3 bars of side spin to the right combined with 4 top. I just set my spins. I pull from my rings and elevation, and then I just take the shot. Now this is playing it a little bit close to the rough, so if you tend to hit great right, you don't have to go with a no moving target shot. You can move your target over to the left. But here, you know, I just make it easy for me. Just don't even move it until it's time to pull the rings. Take the shot, hit perfect, and we land on the fairway. Shot number 2 is going to be uber frustrating for me because for whatever reason, starting off on that last hole, I caught a case of the grates. So 0% at mid. Now in practice, I was hitting perfect. And I think that I've got the landing position correct, which is why I'm showing you the great shot instead of the perfects. We're going to go full backspin. Now, I want you to notice here with my Guardian level 7 that I am putting the cup right inside the blue line, okay? So the blue ring. So notice the very end of my blue ring is touching the left edge of the cup. I think this is the right landing spot. I mean, if it's not, it's going to be so close. If you're having a really good round or if you need this eagle, you're not going to see many opponents pick this eagle up. Definitely take a practice shot or two. And again, I think my landing spot is correct. You're going to see here that I hit a minor great right, which of course means I'm going to miss to the right. But, you know, I think we're very close as far as that landing spot. I wish I'd have had a perfect ball to dial it in for you. But sometimes I catch a case of the greats as well, and this is how that hole went. This is going to take us to the final hole. This is hole number 9. I do have an eagle to share with you. No moving target, 0% at max. All I want you to do is just apply 2 bars of backspin on the drive, then pull your rings and take your shot. I really hope you found the video helpful. I hope I earned a thumbs up from you. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving as well. So there, you know, 0% at max. Don't overpower the shot. Just do that 2 backspin, take your shot, and you're going to get a nice little roll up the fairway here. And then that's going to take us into shot number 2. Shot number 2, I don't pull any rings, nothing like that. I just apply full top spin with my big dog. And you're going to see here, I just aim in the shadows. Now we are getting, you know, a perfect crosswind from right to left, which is why I'm aiming over here on the right-hand side of the fairway. But you're going to see I aim just inside this little, like kind of in the middle of that shadow area. I overpower my ball until the bottom of my ball is touching the blue top of the target. And I even hit great, but it's no big deal. All we're trying to do is just power this ball up the fairway. You can go with more overpower if you want to get it further up, but you know, this is okay. There's nothing wrong with this here. And then I played this one 20% at mid with 1 bar of backspin. I hope I've done a great job for you so far this tournament on Rookie Division. If so, if you'd like to show me some appreciation like you would to your favorite, you know, obviously server or bartender, I do accept PayPal donations. I put that in the comments section below. And I'll tell you, I'm truly grateful for those things that come in because it does help me replenish balls and it does help me replenish practice tokens. I do go through a ton of them trying to help get this dialed in for you so that you can keep your balls and the majority of your practice tokens and just go out here and shoot. But a perfect ball here, you see, we get this one to fall in very nicely. This account is sitting at a minus 16. My other account is sitting at a minus 13. I just cannot seem to hit perfect with that other account. And that's normally how it goes for me in the final round. I kill one account and I bombed the other. So that's it, everybody. I'll get the back nine out as soon as I can, but I do keep in mind I do have to go to work today. I work retail. I need to leave here in about 45 minutes or so, and it's going to be slammed being Black Friday weekend. Thanks, everybody.